Welcome back to another video. Today, as you can see, we're currently just chilling on Hive, and as you saw in the thumbnail, I'm going to be going over all my Flarial settings and in-game settings. If you guys have watched my videos, you've seen how good my quality is, and I have motion blur and everything like that. So I'm going to be going over my motion blur settings and all my tips and tricks, and I hope y'all enjoy it. Okay, so first, before we get into the Flarial settings, I'm going to go ahead and just do my normal settings so we can go ahead and get through that. So as y'all know, I play on a 29 sensitivity, 800 dpi, and then we got, where's the controls? Okay, so here's these. So attack is obviously my left click, and then place block is my right click. We have G is drop item. And then hotbar slot 1 is C, hotbar slot 2 is V, hotbar 3 and 4 or just the 3 and 4 numbers, and hotbar slot 5 is E, hotbar slot 6 is 1, hotbar slot 7 is R, and then hotbar 8 is the side button on my mouse, and then hotbar 9 is tab. And then for inventory, we have my left alt next to my space bar. Toggles perspective is also a button on the side of my mouse, and then obviously we have space for jump and control for sneak. Sprint is Q, and then obviously WASD. I believe that kind of gets all the settings here. Oh yeah, I'll show my video settings, but you can go back and pause the video if you want to look at my keybinds. For video, I play on 35 to 45 chunks depending on what I'm doing. But I do play on a high-end PC, so y'all may have to run like 15 to 20. I run 90 brightness with full screen, and then I don't hide my hand or anything like that. I have my hub, like this makes it to where how see-through stuff is, and I have it on 85%. I play on 100 FOV. I recently switched to 100 from 121. I have view bobbing on, and then I have camera shake turned off as well. With FOV can be altered by gameplay. A lot of people play with that on, but it's really distracting because every time you sprint, it like zooms your screen out and it makes it all shaky. Same thing with camera shake. Definitely make sure to turn that off. All it's gonna do is make your aim worse. View bobbing you don't have to have on. I actually played with it off, but after I got motion blur and I play on a closer FOV, it looks better with view bobbing. And then I have fancy leaves on, but you don't have to have that. And then definitely make sure to turn off render clouds. Render clouds are the Minecraft clouds, the like 3D clouds that are up in the sky, but you don't want to have them on if you're using a texture pack, because most texture packs come with a custom sky, and then if the Minecraft clouds are on it, it just looks weird. And then for my UI profile, I definitely recommend using classic. It just makes the UI look better. And then for the GUI scale modifier, just keep it on normal if you're on phone or iPad. But if you're playing on a monitor like an Xbox or a PC, I would turn this to 1. It kind of just makes everything smaller. See, this is 0. This is -2. I don't like it. I think it makes it too small because it also changes the size of your crosshair. So I just run with 1. So that's wrapping it up for these settings. The audio doesn't really matter. I just have global on 75 and music on 0, sound on 55, and obviously have blocks and everything turned up. But I think that wraps it up for my normal settings. So let's hop straight into my Flarial settings. So as y'all can see, I have keystrokes on, and then I have FPS and ping in the top left corner. And then I also have my paper doll on the bottom left next to my hotbar. And then I have a couple other settings that you can't really see, but we're gonna go ahead and get right into that as well. So I'm gonna press K on my keyboard to get this menu to pop up. First thing is FPS. If you want to copy my settings, I'll be going through all of them. So you can pause the video if you need to see all the settings, but this is for FPS. I just left FPS on default because that's how much I actually run. So I just have that on normal. Here's my background colors and everything. And I do run kind of the pinkish colors because my profile pictures are pink and blue, so that's why I have that signature color. But you can change it to whatever you want. And then we have Java hotkeys, which allows you to be able to hotkey items, which I'm pretty sure they actually updated where you don't even need to activate this now. I have CPS limiter on because I click too fast, and it gets me kicked all the time. I have fog color turned on. I just have it on like an orangish to kind of give the vibe like it's from the sun. I have free look on, but you can't use that on Hive, only like Zekwa, but I just have that as shift. Java debug menu, that doesn't matter. I think that automatically comes on. For keystrokes, here's my keystroke settings. Pretty basic. I didn't change too much. Really just the colors and how big it was. I really didn't change much else with it. Left everything else on. I used my CPS on the keystrokes versus having the CPS separate, just because it kind of keeps it all together. I have block outline, which a lot of y'all have asked for. I don't have 3D outline. I just have it as white, and then I changed the width so it's not so thick. And then there's the overlay right there. What's next? Okay, so we have FOV, but that doesn't matter. You can just... I only have FOV in the client because I used to run 121, and you can only do that on clients. But now I just use it as 103, so you don't even have to have that. For my motion blur, this is how my videos look better and with better graphics. I run the average pixel blur. Obviously have render under UI on, and then dynamic mode turned off, and then intensity I have on 3.145, and then samples I just have on 8. So if you do want my motion blur, that's the motion blur that I run. I have movable chat on, which just doesn't really matter. I just have it so I can move it where I want on my screen. Movable paper doll, this is the size I use, and then you can move it where you want through this little pencil. That should do it to where you can move your stuff around on your screen. Name tag, I just have it on white so I can see my name tag in third person. Ping counter, yeah, here's the settings for ping. And I got pink. Once again, I try to match the pink between my FPS and ping just to make it look better. Then I have zoom, which the key for zoom is F. And then I have use scroll so I can zoom in and out if I want to. The modifier I have on 10, animation speeds on 0.157, and then hide hand and everything so it doesn't get in the way. I have saturation on just a little bit to make my game look a little bit better, so there's the saturation level. And then I have skin sealer, which I have set as X. I don't normally use it. I kind of just use it to mess around on Zekwa. And then hurt color, I guess I could go through this. I just have a dark blue on. Makes it look good. I like the dark blue, but you can really run whatever color you want. And that wraps it up, I believe. Yeah, I don't have any other settings. I would do tab list, but I can't because tab is for my 9th slot, and we don't want that. So there's the custom sky for my texture pack, but you can see there's the fog color up there. And yeah. Well, for some reason my Minecraft literally crashed, so that's pretty wild. But yeah, there's the fog color that I was showing off before my game crashed, and then I guess there's not much else. You can see my keystrokes and everything like that, but that is the reveal for all my settings, my in-game settings and my Flarial settings. So if you want to copy them, make sure to do that. Now, if you haven't seen my gameplay, I'm gonna play one game of Bedwars for you guys and one game of Skywars. That way you can see if you haven't already. But if you haven't seen my other videos, make sure to like and subscribe so you get notifications for them. And it helps me out a ton when you watch my videos. So let's just go ahead and get into these games, and I hope you enjoy. As you guys can see, they actually removed the Halloween update, so they have the other island back and the new Bedwars hub, so that's pretty cool, but no more Halloween update. I am going to keep these two games a little bit shorter just because I'm just showing off how my game looks. I'm not really playing these games for a video, so it's going to be pretty short. I don't know if I'll be talking the whole time, but yeah. We are going to go straight over here to push this kid, though, because we do not want him getting a sword, and he actually already has a sword, so that's cool. Get behind him, maybe. Okay, perfect. Okay, we're over here pushing Gray. I don't know what he bought. Okay, not armor, thankfully. And he into his bed. We're actually gonna block this up because I do not want him going to my bed. It looks like we have a sweat over here at yellow, but I say that, but he still has his bed and he hasn't beat this kid. He did just take my bed, which kind of, oh, he's actually cheating. This kid's literally reaching. Okay, well, we beat him anyways. Wow, that's crazy. How do you have a sweat skin like that and you're cheating, bro? That's wild. Okay, so he was indeed not a sweat. He was just a straight up cheater. Can't believe we actually got to beat a cheater for this recording though. That's pretty cool. And get rid of this kid. Dude, we are just rushing through this lobby. These kids do not stand a chance, I'm not gonna lie. But he just went through the window. He's the smart one. You're a smart one, buddy. Alright, we're pushing straight over to magenta, which he hasn't even gotten to the diamond gen yet. Somehow. I don't know how. Maybe get his bed. Okay, W. And the last team's right here. They do have iron armor, but we got this wind charge, so I should be fine. Maybe going with that. Maybe get him to follow me across this bridge. Okay, maybe not. He's gonna hide. I can see you, pal. What are you? Okay. I don't know what this person's doing. All I know is you need to get yourself out of here, buddy. We're gonna push straight to middle here. I thought I was gonna have to fight that kid, but I guess not. He ran the other way, which I will gladly take. We are gonna come third party at middle though. Maybe this kid. He doesn't have any loot that I need though. Yeah, there's not much in here neither. I guess we're gonna go back to mining some more. Give me some redstone, and we're gonna fight green here. It's nice he doesn't run for like an eternity. Okay, you're not gonna get a combo like that on me, pal. Not today. Okay, yeah, he just backed out. Okay, well, that was a short fight, I guess. On to gold here, Mr. Goldilocks. I missed the bow shot. Okay, doesn't matter. He's dead now. Dude, we are just gonna absolutely run through this lobby. What about a jitter click combo here? Okay, well, he didn't really fight back, but, you know, it was a combo, so I will take it. Dude, this is gonna be, like, the fastest game of Skywars, like, ever. Like, brother, I'm kind of cooking right now. I should probably live stream after this video, to be honest, because these kids don't... Ooh, hold up. Okay, I thought that was a Prop 1 helmet, but it wasn't. But I do actually have... And you're donezo. And you're donezo. Okay, GG, boys. Anyways, I hope you guys found this video helpful. I showed off all my in-game settings and my Flarial settings, so if you want your game to look like mine, besides maybe how much FPS I get, that's just because my good PC. But overall, for the looks and my settings to be a good player like me, I revealed them all in this video. So if you made it to the end, it seriously means a lot. Thank you. It gets me that watch time so I can do this for a living. And it seriously means a lot, so thank you guys. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.